up, nerds? Welcome back to City Skylines. So those of you watching on YouTube, you're probably looking at the screen and wondering, wait a minute, what happened? Where'd Nerdköping go? Are we starting again? Is this the start of a new series? I've deleted everything is the answer to that question. I hated it. I hated absolutely everything about Nerdköping. I lied the entire time. I tried to convince you that I was having a good time, but quite frankly, worst city I've ever built, worst series I've ever done. And if you believe that, then I don't know what to tell you because it's over there. It's still there. It's right there. It's fine. It's honestly doing all right. It's honestly doing better than it has done. It's got over 9,000 people living in it. And we've also got legalized weed in Barlow Heights. So we've got that going for us. You know, we got that going for us. We do have traffic issues, but that's fine. We'll deal with the traffic issues never. Honestly, it's me we're talking about here. Look, I understand you might have been, you saw City Skylines in your sub box and you thought, oh, Biffa's uploaded a new video. Let's get some traffic management. Let me tell you something. I don't have the slightest idea what I'm doing. All right. I just in case there was some confusion there. Anyway, I have made some changes since the last video went out. I've gone ahead and done some detailing around the castle and essentially built the castle. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, why wasn't that a video? The reason it wasn't a video is because when I built this originally, I hated it. And I did delete the 40-ish minutes that I spent building some of this. And then I spent some time after that sort of messing about with it. And then I spent some time today sort of messing about with it. And I've gone ahead and I've just turned it into a nature reserve. And it's doing all right. You know, we've got sort of a gate here. We got our parking out front. Which reminds me, I probably do want to put some parking restrictions on this road. So we got some parking out front. We've got, entrance here. And I've just done bits of detailing around the place to kind of make it look nice and kind of make it look decent and get people walking around. We got a fire in there, which I know looks weird, but you don't really see it from this angle. We've got a bunch of trees in here, and there's tents kind of buried under the stone there. Those are just there to cause people to walk into the castle, not because I am trying to crush people under several tons of medieval stone and masonry. It's nothing to do with that. And then down this way, we have a little path that leads down to an actual camping area. So this nature reserve does, in fact, have some tents. It has 3, specifically. I actually raised my hand and raised 3 fingers there, as though you could see me. I went 3 and lifted my... I don't know why I do things. Honestly, I don't know why I do things. But alas, I do things. Now, I do like the idea of putting some viewing decks in here. I like this one a lot, but I don't know if I can, well, actually, you know what? I can totally do this. Let's put it there, which is a bit of a weird spot for it, but we'll put it there. And let's use a bit of move it just to move it down the coast a little bit to about that spot. And I want to just sink it. Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe we bring it in a little bit just so it's not got that weird giant step up to it. So about there, I think is fine. Not really much of a viewing deck, if I'm completely honest with you. It's not that far out under the water, but it'll do. And apparently it doesn't have road complaints either, which is fine by me. So yeah, that can live there. I think we'll put some plants underneath it just to make it look a little bit less, well, awful, basically. So we'll do some, oh no, we'll not do that. We'll do some shrubs just kind of there. And I guess we'll do some shrubs kind of there. And that looks all right. So that'll do. We got a viewing deck as well. All right. Got a little viewing deck sticking out off the beach so you can go out onto the viewing deck and I don't know what are you going to look at? The mountains? Yeah, you're going to look at the mountains. You got some telescopes there so you can look at the mountains or something. That's fine. But yeah, that's the thing. The castle is now a nature reserve. I think it looks all right. Honestly, it's a little bit overgrown, but it's fine and kind of interesting. I also threw 2 new cemeteries in up here because people were dying left, right, and center, and that was obviously kind of a problem given that the other cemeteries are full. People don't tend to like it when they're, you know, when their grand kind of just starts to... There was a smell, all right? We'll just leave it at that. There was a smell. Now, moving swiftly on, I want to start building over here. And I've spent the last hour talking with the live stream because, of course, as you saw at the start of the video, it's this is all recorded live on Twitch. And if you're watching this series at this point, you probably know that. I've had plenty of complaints about it. But I spent the last hour doing this. So I copied the roundabout from over here. And I put it in and put in this intersection and did some tweaking to it and made it look, I think, all right. And basically, I want to start doing some higher density stuff here and start playing with grids and playing with more kind of major roads and things like that. So what distance is this? That's 7. So let me do a quick 3 there. That's a 7 as well. So we'll do 3 there, and that'll be 10 units. This is already 10. So that's all nice and even. Let's just bring this straight over about 40. Let's bring this over about 20. And let's bring this up to, I'd say about 30. And that'll be fine. So that's a start. What I also want to do is I want to get some bridges in here. So I want to get a bridge that goes, well, we could go from here to there if we really wanted to. We could go from there to there if we really wanted to. I think I'm going to put the bridges in before I put the rest of the main roads in. Because I think that would be probably a decent idea. So we want it to be an actual bridge, though. You know what? I kind of do. I kind of do want it to be some kind of actual bridge. I think that looks kind of cool. So this will have to come down and around and all that stuff. And I think I'm going to put one over here as well. So take out some of these trees and let's do... We could do a slightly smaller one if we wanted to. That's certainly an option. It looks a little bit weird though. I don't know that we would have a slightly smaller one. I don't know if that would make too much sense. But, whatever. Let's do this one going this way, perhaps. So something like that, I reckon. Should be fine. So it can just cut through there. And then we can probably get one more over this way. Which I reckon could go at this kind of angle and line up with that road pretty well. So maybe just that. Oh, that's perfect. That right there is honestly the best bridge I have ever built. All right, that is beautiful. There we go. All right, can I move the midpoint to be there? Yeah, we can do that. Let's raise it up a little bit. It looks weird right now, but we'll fix that. In fact, what we'll do is bring this road, keep it on the ground, and bring it to there. And then bring you that way, take you out, and let's just do some kind of, ooh, do we want to do some kind of bridge here? I think that, and then keep it ground level like that. And then elevate everything, and it might look a little bit less silly. So grab all of these nodes, bring them up to that height. Yeah, that height there is fine. Then grab these nodes and slope them a little bit. There we go. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. And again, that's kind of become my slogan with this entire series. But I don't hate it, so I think we'll let it live. In terms of this bridge here, I'm actually kind of inclined to think that we could get it at a 45. So if I was to get a 45-degree angle between these two roads, it would probably come about there. But let's see. So if I was to go and do... If I do this, we'll turn off guidelines for this. So do that and do that. And then we'll go ahead and just do 10, 10, 10, and 10. And bring that road straight through there. So that gives us a nice, 45-degree angle from each of those roads. We can bring this up to about here. Bring it down to about there. And that's the angle I think we're going to go for this bridge instead of that. So that gives us the perfect 45-degree angle for this bridge, which I don't know what angle that is, but I don't really care. Honestly, it should probably be 45 as well. Now, should they all be 45? Should all of these be 45? Oh. It would make it easier. It would make it easier to have these all be 45-degree angles, but I think that's too easy. The whole point of this build so far has been to, well, quite frankly, make it overly complicated for myself. And, well, mission accomplished so far. We'll do this, right? We'll do this. My other worry with making it all the same angle is that I would end up kind of recreating, what was it called? What the hell was the name of the last? Nerdstrom. We'd end up potentially sort of recreating that. And the reason I don't want to recreate Nerdstrom is because, quite frankly, that series gave me, and I'm not even kidding when I say this, genuinely gave me a headache because of the snow. Basically, I wish I was kidding, but just genuinely, the very, very white snow did give me a headache. All right, let's do 17 there and 17 there. That's about 45, and that can go straight across. So a bit like that should be fine. Take all that out and bring this straight over. So keep that on the ground. A little bit steep, I reckon, but shouldn't be too bad. I think we can maybe turn that into an actual bridge of sorts. Yeah, it'll be fine. Then just flatten this and bring it straight over like that. There we go. That can stay maybe a smaller road. And now these two roads are actually parallel, which I think is probably for the best. Certainly going to make my life a little bit, little bit easier. And then this one over here is just going to be kind of a... I really don't want to just do a basic, boring 45-degree angle, have everything parallel. But at the same time, I really do want to do that. I just think it would be... easier. Especially since this is going to be a bit more dense than what we built elsewhere. So, as much as I like this, let's take it out. Let's bring you back a little bit. We'll turn on our road guidelines. And how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? So there. And there. And between them like that. Okay. What we'll do then is we'll use this road. We'll go 12. We'll go 12. And something like that should be fine. So we can go ahead and just turn that into a 22, 25 unit bridge. The midpoint's kind of over the water. Bit of a sharp angle there. Not really sure how I feel about it. But we can make it work. We'll keep you ground level. And we'll just raise the entire thing up a little bit so it looks a little less silly. So like that, elevated to... You know what? Let's raise it up a little further. And then slope this entire thing here. so that we have something maybe a little more interesting looking. So that entire thing gets turned into a nice slope, which builds up to the bridge, which I don't absolutely hate. I don't hate it. I don't absolutely hate it anyway. That's probably a fair assessment. And this needs to be a nice straight slope for, give or take 30 units. Bring it down to ground level. Yeah, that kind of works. So that gives us a pretty good space to work with. It gives us some main roads through here. They don't connect to each other yet, but that's probably fine. That distance there is 52, so the midpoint on that would be 26, which I reckon is right here, which is, honestly, that was a miracle I measured that properly. So let's do that. And we'll turn it into a slightly smaller road. And then this right here is what? 67, 33 and a half would be the midpoint on this. So we're not going to get a midpoint on this. That's fine. Let's go from here then. And get ourselves... I'm going to say about there. I'd say about there is fine. Yeah. Maybe. That actually lines up pretty well. So take that out. Just do that. Oh, that lines up so well. Okay, that's fine by me. This corner's a bit weird, but it's 10 units, and that right there is 10 units. So we'll take those two out. We'll just turn it into a curve. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. That is not bad. Let's start figuring out what each space is going to be then. I do think I want to bring this out here a little bit. So 30 and 33. And maybe this should be more of a main road. Because what I'm thinking I want to do is I do want to get some kind of, like government type thing in here. Oh, maybe this space actually. Oh, I like that idea. Okay, yeah, I know what we're going to do. Our government space, so our city hall and all that stuff can go in here. And we can make it kind of similar to London. So like the Houses of Parliament are going to be on this river stream. They're going to be on the stream is what they're going to be. That's fine. That's all right by me. So let's see what we can do. Let's get some streets in. Let's get some streets in here. These are largely going to be, I want to say fairly dead end, but I'm tempted to not do that and just do a bunch of small districts with, or a bunch of roads like this. And like this. And then just put a, put an old town policy on there. Might not be a terrible idea. Can bring this down. Bring that down as well if we wanted to. Do I want to do this? Do I want to connect them? I kind of want to connect them. I think we connect them, and I think we just do an old town policy on this. It would be tempting to bring that through, but I don't think we need to. Yeah, I think just an old town policy there is fine. This side could maybe be a similar idea. So like this. Oh, what way am I going to do this? Okay, we'll do something like this. We'll have a path go around there. And yeah, I think that'll be fine. So we can do some zoning on that. I do want to do some pipes though, because if I don't do them right now, I'm going to forget about them and it's going to be a whole thing and it's going to be, oh, forgot the pipes again, didn't you? Fella. Yes, I almost did. Almost. Not the same as actually forgetting them. So bring you down to there. And we can just bring some straight through the middle. And then I guess, where the hell am I going to connect these two? Wait. What is all of this? Those are those are sewage treatment plants. Hold on a minute. So, are you telling me that I've got some sewage treatment plants just way over there that are completely unused at the minute? Oh boy. Well, let's fix that. There we go. So that should give water to this entire space. We've got sewage treatment as well, which is beautiful. Okay. Okay. So obviously, you know, a bit of a grid, but that's fine. Let's start zoning this then, I guess. I would like some zoning in these spaces, but I guess we'll figure out what that's going to be. I want to say offices on these main roads, because I'm pretty sure offices generate less traffic. I'm not certain, but I think. I want to say commercial on these roads. And then residential for everything in between. Maybe not over here, but over here I think we can do some residential. So over here we'll have some people live there. So we'll do, let's actually just fill all of this out. Let's just fill up everything that we have right now. So this whole way up to here can be offices too. It's going to be kind of weird that they're sloping up there, but that's all right. These roads are going to be commercial. These guys are going to be commercial. And these guys are going to be commercial. That's way too much commercial zoning, but it's probably all right. And then this space in here, I really don't want to do residential. I'm going to be honest. But I think we're probably going to have to. So we're just going to do residential, basically. And then this area back here is going to be pretty heavily customized. So what I actually want to do, I want to go in and select trees. And I just want to take all of these trees out. And get ready to make this area into something kind of interesting. So take all of those out. That's going to be kind of flattened a bit. And that'll be okay. Now, power-wise, we have got power kind of going along here. I do want to take that out. And I do want to go ahead and grab the... is it a building? It is a building. So I want to grab the building. The weird building thing that brings power along my highways. And I want to put it back in. So that I can just continue having power come the whole way along here. This is how power actually comes in from the from the dam that we have. So right about there. And then right about there. And I want to say about there. And there. And then I think I can probably sneak a little one just in here. There we go. So that gives us power the whole way around there. Which means I can use these guys and essentially just go like this. So bring that straight down. That gives us a power connection there. And that'll be fine. Now, I do want to put some service buildings in here, and I do want to get things like high schools, and I do want to get a university as well. Maybe that's what we could build up here as well. Maybe in this space. You know what? Why not? Why not? We're having a bit of a build episode today, apparently, but that's fine. Let's get a campus in here. Let's do a campus right in that space, right by the highway, you know, right off the highway. Seems like a good place for it. So straight up to there, that whole space there can be a campus. It's not going to be huge. It's not going to fit every building that I would want, but honestly, that's fine. That's not a big deal. So bring this around, bring it up here, and we'll just, you know, it obviously has to be nice and neat. But there we go. So So something a bit like that. What kind of campuses do we have? We've got the trade school, which is pretty good looking, honestly. It's not really the one I'd want, but that's all right. I think a trade school in here is not a bad thing. Got a good looking building for it as well, which we could put right there. But I think what I'm going to do for the trade school is we're going to do sort of a side road for it. I think. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So what is that? 20 units? That's 19. All right. I think I want this. So from there, let's go 20 and 20. I don't know why it's elevated. Not really sure I want it to be elevated, so we're not gonna have it elevated. We'll just select all those nodes and bring them down to about that height. And what distance is this? 5? Okay. So if I go 5 and 5 and 5 and ooh. I am not I'm not so sure about that. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe just a straight kind of turn at each end. We'll be fine. Okay, yeah, that's all right. So the trade school can go there-ish? Maybe? Slightly tempted to push it back even further. Yeah, no. No. We're not going to do that. We're just going to put it there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So we have that. We've got dormitories. We've got the study hall. We've got groundskeeping. We've got book club. The book club was a pretty cool looking little building. But we're not going to stress too much about it. I think I want everything in this to be on a path. If I'm completely honest. So the dormitories could go right at the back there. But I think what I'd rather do is I want to get myself some paths. Oh, these don't. Oh boy. All right. Up to there. Up to there. What can I do? I can do this. Ooh, that fits in really nicely. What is that? That's the study hall. Let's do the study hall back there then. Just do a couple of buildings, you know, right? There really should probably be a bit of space between them, but that's all right. We'll not stress too much about it. What else have we got for the school? Absolutely nothing decorative. Okay, well that's probably fair enough. We'll just leave it as is for the time being. That is going to give us what exactly? How many students? 500. Interesting. Nowhere near as many students as I would have thought. Does this give me more students? What is it? What does it do? Increase campus attractiveness and student capacity. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Maybe a cheeky little path that goes along the highway is necessary. And then something that kind of comes up here, up to there. And some dormitories. Honestly, some dormitories here would be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind. Let's see. Turn off bending there. Give me a 35-degree angle there. And let me put some dormitories on that. Not in campus area. Okay. Well, we can fix that. That's fixable. So this needs to come down and kind of into that space. So something a bit like that. We'll tidy it. And then we'll put some dormitories on that angle. So right about there. And we'll do another one as well. So that comes out. And this goes right about there. And maybe one more? Or maybe not one more. Maybe not. I think we're probably fine. Let's just bring a bit of path out to there and do that. Yeah, I think that's fine. So that should bring our capacity up to, I don't know, apparently not that much. Oh, it doesn't have water. That's a thing it's going to need, isn't it? Yeah. So bring this out, bring this over, bring that over, and bring it straight through there. And now everybody has water. How are we looking? Whatever. That's fine. So yeah, I like this idea. I like that that's building. I like that this is building. It is going to be European themed for the time being, but I don't know that we need to worry too much about it. Also, oh, I didn't zone in this side. Good. Okay. You know what? Let's actually take the zoning off of these sections because I'm not really wanting to make them districts yet. Whereas these areas, I can very easily make them districts. So you're going to be a district, and we'll set that to the vanilla style. And this is going to be a district, and we'll set that to the vanilla style. That way we'll start getting proper high rises. So something a bit like that. Obviously take it off of the roads. We need to put the Old Town policy on there as well, so that traffic isn't going through. So we'll do that. Hamilton Park, vanilla. Spring Hills, vanilla. Policies, Old Town and Old Town. There we go. So that'll force the buildings to rebuild. This is student capacity 1,000. And I totally forgot about my services. And Nessa in the Twitch chats pointed that out as well. I totally forgot about my services. I got slightly distracted by the university, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I got slightly distracted and slightly carried away with the university. Okay. Where could we do some interesting services? I almost want to give them sort of their own little area. Maybe in here. Although we probably don't need to do that. Let's just put them on. Let's just put them in here for the time being. The hospital, I think, could potentially have its own space. But let's do fire station there. Let's do a decent sized police station over on that corner. And then the hospital, I mean, it's pretty chunky, is what it is. So it probably should have its own space. We could put it in the university, make it sort of a university hospital, but I don't think we'll bother. Maybe the hospital goes in here. Maybe we do a couple of hospital buildings. Well, this building here might not look too bad in the campus area. I can't really put it. Back there. Obviously, it needs road access. Okay, maybe we will do that. I want to test a little something with this. So if I bring this over and we go about there and about there, does the hospital fit? It does. Now, what I would like to try and do is potentially slap a second one right next to it. I think that'd be kind of cool. Or what about that? I actually like that a lot. It it kind of looks, you know, it looks like it's the old building and then it's had like a new section built onto it. Is it just me that sort of looks at it that way? It's like you've got your old hospital. You know, this is the original building. This would have been this right here would have been built in the this probably would have been built in the 60s. Honestly. And then this would have been built probably the 90s into the 2000s. Probably early 2000s for this thing. I kind of like that idea though. I think that's kind of cool that it looks like it's, you know, this old hospital with a brand new kind of wing built onto the end of it. I like it. I think that's kind of cool. It looks ridiculous. Looks absolutely ridiculous, especially here. I'd like it to be a little closer to the highway, I think. But I don't know if we're going to do that. I think we need some parking. We definitely need some parking. So let's see what we got. We do have some options. We got some parking garages. We got this modern one. We got some parking lots. We got different size parking lots. I do think some parking lots are kind of necessary. One right there, perhaps. Huh. I'm trying to figure out where I would do a little bit of parking. I think take these trees out. Maybe extend this road a little bit, and then can we get some kind of multi-story? Ooh, maybe not in there. Yeah, definitely not in there. All right. Okay. I don't want to put it in front. I don't mind that spot. I don't mind that spot. I actually don't really hate that. It has me tempted to move the hospital up though, to be kind of right next to it. Yeah, let's do that. And let's move this one up a little bit too, obviously. So those two are kind of glued to each other. And then we'll do a... Let's see. Let's put some trees in this road. So we'll do some trees there. Let's bring a road down the side. And then we'll do another set of parking lots in here. But we'll do surface parking lots rather than, you know, multi-story. So that it just looks a little more, you know, different. So something like that with this on the other side as well. I'm losing money right now, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we'll do that. We can do some trees kind of between this. We'll do maybe a park in here. I think that might be a little excessive. Yeah, I think that's a little excessive. We'll do that, and then we'll do some trees and do some parks and all that kind of stuff. We can bring some paths over as well. I like it. I actually kind of like it. All right. So let's see. Let's bring this out. Let's get rid of you. Let's bring this up to there. Bring you in line. And just extend you down a little bit like that. So now people can walk about. They can walk from the campus towards the hospital. We should probably do a path here as well. I'm thinking with trees on it, just to be kind of fancy. It is a city center after all. So something a bit like that, I think looks fine. And then just some trees and some decorations and probably something back here to make that look not abandoned and empty, but that's kind of... Ooh, wow. That built a fair bit quicker than I thought it would. Interesting. Why do we still have European? What the hell is going on there? Why are you there? Why are you there? All right. Well, that's fine. That seems like a start. The only thing we're probably missing at this point would be buses that come out here. So let's do two things. Let's get some buses that kind of circle around a little bit and do their thing. Maybe just the one, honestly. But we'll see. We'll have this bus kind of come down here. I would like it to go to the hospital, honestly. I think that would be kind of cool. But we'll not do that. We'll have a bus line that circles around like that. I want to pause and I want to make sure it is the biofuel bus. And that'll be fine. So it's going to have biofuel buses. And then what we can do is have a bus that only comes in from way over here. So it comes in like that. And then it goes all the way back. So we'll do that. And that's going to be a normal bus. And I think that kind of makes sense. So that can come in, it goes to the university, it does its thing, and then it leaves. And then I want to put a pedestrian crossing right in the middle there. And I probably want to move those buses around a little bit, because they seem a little too front and center, I think. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I think that'll be kind of cool. So we'll see what happens there. We're probably going to want some paths in here as well, so people can get back and forth. Let's do it. I reckon. So there and there. And yeah, I'm using these red paths on purpose because I actually kind of really like them. So extend it to about there and extend it to about there. And that'll let people just kind of get back and forth really nice and easily between the university and this area. Now, we do have someone waiting for that bus. We don't have anyone waiting for that bus. We have other bus stops around here as well. Yeah, people are kind of waiting. All right, this is a pretty solid start, I reckon. See, I keep saying I reckon. This is a pretty solid start to whatever the city is going to be called, whatever this whole thing is. We've got a campus, which is eventually, I imagine, going to bring people in. Oh, academic works. We totally forgot about those. Okay. Let's do that. Well, that percentage doesn't go up by much. Let's do that, and let's do a grant. And let's see, student healthcare, free lunch. I mean, what do we do here? So campus upkeep cost is $5 more per student. Or $1 more per student. Let's do free lunches. That seems fine. All right. Well, this doesn't seem so bad. Also, am I seeing what I think? Ah, yes, I am. All right. So you there, and you there, and you there, and you there. Now, these guys shouldn't be merging, is my thing. They probably shouldn't be merging. I don't really want them doing that. What I do want are some dedicated turn lanes, though. So let's get some of that going. Or we have some dedicated turn lanes around here just to hopefully let the traffic flow a little bit better. Just from time to time. So there we go. That'll update all of that. We still have a couple of European buildings in there, but I'm not going to stress about it. I like this. Oh my God. Look at that. Where are you? What line is this? Oh, that's the line that's going to the town. Is it busy over this way? Oh, yes, it is. Okay. All right. Well, that is going to work out pretty well for us, I think. Oh, I've also realized garbage coverage over here is going to be a nightmare. I didn't think about that. I did not think about that, but Much as DC Mitts in the Twitch chat has mentioned, we could do trains. We could do trains that go between the, what's going to be the city and what's going to be a town. That's a fair bit bigger than I realized. But we have a lot of space. We have this space for a city. We have this space. We have this space. We have all of this. We have a lot of room to play with down here that I'm kind of excited to experiment with. So we'll see how that goes. I think this is a pretty solid start, though.